Am I going to figure out money stuff? Am I just myself over? In many ways, I feel like your systems end up being your standards. And for me, if I make this call, I could potentially be, and if I don't make this call, this summer has absolutely fundamentally changed the way I look at. I was rewarding myself whether I quote unquote failed or I won, so long as I did what was required. And what was required was this should be in the podcast. I'm excited for this, but I'm also scared. I have some irrational fears around. This is why we do reps. This is why we put in work. This is why we do what we do. Yes.
I'm so happy for you.
It's time to pay them off. Hello. So I throw a lot of Life is Beautiful clips up right now. I just focus on the highlights and but there are other times, like today, just judging myself and procrastinating stuff till later. So I didn't finish my power list when I said time, and then my edit was taking way too long. So it's just this thought loop of this isn't going right. This is taking too long. And this isn't going right is inherently just judgment, which cast me into a lower energy. It was just quickly downhill from there because I didn't properly build momentum on the day, and it just fucked me over completely. It also I've just got thoughts around just how the fuck have I not figured out business stuff yet, and just being too hard on myself and thinking oh my god, am I going to figure out money stuff? Am I just fucking myself over? Is this EI situation going to figure itself out? What happens if I don't get it figured out? And that stresses me out, honestly. And then I was wanting to do even more, but just when I don't have momentum, I don't want to fucking do shit. So I have empathy for people who aren't motivated and don't want to do anything in life, because I get like this at times too. I'm not fucking perfect. Right now, all I want to do is just watch a movie and have a G2, some alcohol inside. I just wanted to share that I'm not always perfect in that belief, and I'm not always in a perfect momentum state, and I don't always feel like life is amazing. It's just about increasing that percentage of how can I experience a higher percentage of moments that are in those types of high momentum states. That time where you're really believing in yourself and all you want to do is work, and you're just amped and excited and passionate and all those types of things. But for now, we drink. All right, that is strong. Anyways, I'm gonna watch this movie now. Goodbye. I had the best session ever this morning. Oh my god. I feel so full at an energetic and I guess a grounded body level. It's fucking amazing. When I feel like this, that translates into my day and into my work, and I feel so much better about getting those things done that I was specifically avoiding. And that was actually one of the things I worked on as well. So let's do that. This day is going phenomenal right now, by the way. I am really tackling a lot of things that I've been pushing off, which just give me so much fucking energy. Specifically, this bad boy right here, which is the Process 21. I've just taken an eternity to put this out. I am so behind on vlogs right now, but making momentum on that just feels fucking phenomenal. Overall, in addition to this, other things that I'm working on, I feel like I am gaining a sense of momentum today, and then therefore I just feel so much fucking better. It is just a game of getting momentum and then keeping it for as long as you can and consistently recreating it to keep you in that game. The more momentum you have, the more self-belief you have. The more self-belief you have, the more you want to work. The more you want to work, the more momentum you create again. And the cycle continues forever, so long as you don't break any of it. So let today's reminder be, keep fucking going, do that thing that scares you, build that momentum, and then do it every single day when you have the choice. Just get back up on that horse and just keep at it. Because eventually this shit pays off, I promise you. Keep at it. This is why we do reps. This is why we put in work. This is why we do what we do. Even when we want to quit, we keep fucking going anyways. Decent. It's tea. It's not coffee, so not as good. I love you outside. I love you outside so fucking much. clouds, plants, and blue skies, and all the things. I feel like I just super maxed out this summer in terms of just being outside and spending more time working outside, and for me this summer has absolutely fundamentally changed the way I look at residency going forward, because I'm going to need to be outside, even if that just means being on a deck, on a porch, on something that gives me fresh air and that allows me to just be outside of this like artificial oxygen that is AC and stuff like that. So it matters to me a lot. Also, I look forward to the day when masks aren't a thing anymore, because like they just got extended to fucking May 2021 and they're ineffective. Like what the fuck? Anyways, it's gonna be an interesting road ahead. We got 8 months left of this bullshit, so hopefully by then they can figure out what's good, but if they don't, my life will go on. It's just a practice in eating shit and delayed gratification here, because if I stayed inside this entire time, I would have gone crazy, but I had to find other ways of getting outside so I could replace what I crave so badly, which is going into coffee shops, and like that also would have added up financially. So it was a nice little creative short-term solution while I figure out other things. And then hopefully by the time my finances and everything are a fucking plus, I can go anywhere I choose and live close to a coffee shop and all the types of stuff. That'd be amazing. Also, plane. That's insanely loud for how high up that thing is. Anyways, everything is always happening for a reason, happening for growth, happening for you. Sort of keep yourself reminded of that, so you can go through challenges, start to see the positives, the opportunities, and the areas you can improve and grow because of what you were going through. It's a blessing, I promise you. Anyways, I am fucking grateful for this week. This is like my final week outside, basically, because it is end of September right now in 2020. But I really thought I wasn't going to get another week of this. So even to get like a day here and there, but let alone a full like 7 day of solid weather, I'm very, very appreciative of that. It's been real. I have loved it out here. It's brought me incredible amounts of joy and has really helped keep me sane throughout this COVID time, lockdown and stuff like that. So it's been a blessing. So I'm very grateful for that. Life's good, man. Life is good. Cheers. So we got our coffee and we have I don't know if a challenging day would be the word, but internally challenging. Here's why. As of yesterday, we realized, my mom and I, that it looks like I'm actually eligible for CERB. Long story short, what happened is I didn't realize that freelancers were also eligible for CERB. I thought it was just for people that were, because I feel like between jobs and full entrepreneurship is like a middle ground of freelance, and I just didn't know that it qualified. So I literally waited like how many months and just had no idea that I was eligible. So I have to do some scary things, which is, for me, making a phone call. I have some irrational fears around making calls. I also have some resistance towards money that I'm working through, but it's just all a massive opportunity for me to heal more and for me to grow more at a level, actually many levels. So I'm excited for this, but I'm also fucking scared. It's also a beautiful day of incentives, because if I make this call, I could potentially be debt free. And if I don't make this call, I'm just giving away free money, and that's not good. So I'm nervous because in authority as well. I'm always nervous talking to authority. Anyways, breathing through it, doing energetic work, getting clear on it, working through any blocks and resistances I might have. And today we're gonna make that call. No matter what though, if I'm eligible or if I'm not eligible, I'm still going to set up some incentives for myself. So if I get it, I'm allowing myself to get a desk. And if I don't get it, I won't get a desk, but I'll still have McDonald's. So I'm excited. Either way, I get McDonald's. So that's making the process the win, and that is a very important thing, in my opinion, to acting. Have those incentives. I mean, not necessarily McDonald's if you want to be really good about health, but just like whatever that is, that incentive that makes you want to act, even if it's small. So it's under $10, but boy, I want McDonald's right now. Bang. Fuck this. Let's do it. Yes.
I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
I'm so happy for you.
As well. Oh, I'm so petrified of the phone, but it gets easier. It gets easier.
What I love about this, Josh.
You know what I love about it? I am debt free from credit cards now. I'm so excited. Oh, I'll do this too. I love you. Thank you for your help. Okay, I'm letting go now. Okay, give me space. Are you okay? She's fucking crying, boys. What's wrong? Or great, or something?
Great. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you. It's just cool because like I completely surrendered to not getting it. And I was just like, fuck this. You know, I feel like a lot of good things happen when you just like, fuck this and just act.
Yeah.
Rather than being petrified by the fear, which I was still petrified, but I just kept going. Either way, I was getting McDonald's. It was going to be either I get McDonald's for the W or I get McDonald's for the W of the attempt. Yeah, the process.
Yeah. And you're going organic after that?
Yes, I'm so ready to upgrade.
Going groceries? Are we going grocery shopping?
I'm so sick of eating bullshit. You have no idea. It's killing me.
I know. I remember you saying so.
Also, I might buy a camera. I was thinking about this because I'm actually
not spend your money right now.
Yeah, I understand, but like I'm just trying to think of like what is the best bang for my buck.
Yeah.
Camera might be on that list.
Yeah.
We'll see. I'm so done recording with a phone in terms of my process.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's destroying my audio. Like there's just enough things like this. It's good, but it's not great. And I record enough where it's actually a thing. Wow, super grateful.
I'm so grateful that I went to the website yesterday.
Yeah, retweet.
Fuck, man.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, I'm just like so happy for you, like financially. I know this has been a really fucking hard 6 months, and I fucking hated watching people be able to have it and blow it, or people who applied for it illegally and whatever, and
retweet.
Like all of that. So like you were legit. You're working hard, Josh. I know you are. And I know you're just so fucking close to all these pieces coming together for you, and I love to see you have money, and I want you to eat good other than today.
Hello, how may I help you?
Hi there, can I please get a 2 can dine for 2 Egg McMuffins, sausage please?
Yep,
And
we only have 12 fries at this time for the McMuffins. We don't do hash browns, is that okay?
Give me 1 second. Can I please get the 2 10-piece meal instead?
Yeah, of course you can. What would you like to drink with that?
Can I please get Sprite with no ice times 2, please?
No problem. So it's $9.20 at the first window.
Thank you so much. Just give me 1 moment. Just gotta rip her off real quick.
Take your time.
Thank you.
We stop selling hash browns after 11.
My sister told me this before I left, and I was like, I don't know if it's the case, so we'll try anyways. Here you go. Here's the coupon. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. I'm so amped. Serve.
You want serve?
Yes.
Yeah. Would you like to fund me?
This is... Mom literally said you were gonna say this. That chick was fucking great at customer service. It reminds me of myself. It's OP. It's absolutely OP. And that right there is how we reward process. Take that fucking action that you're scared to do, regardless, and then reward yourself for it. Very fucking important. I'm just so fucking excited, bro. Yes. Proud of you, Josh. Proud of you. It was fucking petrifying. You did it anyways. Now we reward ourselves with fries. That was aggressive, Jesus Christ. Now we watch Casey Neistat. Also, I'm dead right now, but I just had a beautiful call with Azel. I love that dude so fucking much. Super fucking grateful for our friendship. Also, I'm very fucking grateful for her mom helping me out with this situation. Having my back always. I am so fortunate to have her. So fortunate. I'm feeling blessed today. Minus I can't fucking do anything right now. I'm very just dead as fuck. Shout out McDonald's for being absolute garbage. But it was fun. Cheers, motherfuckers. Absolutely had to celebrate with a quick drink. Or 3. 3 is actually what happened. Really just wanted to celebrate this day though. Very notable day in my journey, I guess you could say. The whole like credit card stuff. The facing of the fear. All that type of stuff. And just obviously rewarding process above all. I'm so fucking grateful that it all worked out the way it did. I was talking to mom, like it's just so much better that it came all in one lump sum, because now I'm just in a current state. I'm just gonna be so much more fucking smart with my money than otherwise I would have been if I was just getting the 2K per month everything as it went on. So I'm very, very pleased. Also, some important points in the day. Haven't mentioned this anywhere else, but I really just started 2 weeks ago starting to try to change my identity around. As actually after that Ed Milet interview, if you remember me talking about that and talking about identity, that same day I started changing my thoughts around and just repeating affirmations and journaling on stuff like I'm just the type of person who makes money everywhere I go, stuff like that, and I am attracting money and all types of stuff like that. Granted, thoughts start it, but if you don't take action, then nothing is going to come to fruition. So be cautious of that, and you will create some opportunities with your mind, but you still have to act on those opportunities and all that type of jazz. Number 2, focus on rewarding the process. We can get so caught up in the outcome, but the people who actually get the most outcomes are the ones who focus on the process. And anytime I get fucked up, it's because I'm too focused on the result and not enough on the action steps that get me there and what I can control. I can't control the outcome, but what I can control is the action steps right in front of me, my next steps. And I was rewarding myself whether I quote unquote failed or I won, so long as I did what was required. And what was required was doing something scary, which was getting on the phone. I'm fucking petrified of phones, man. I just don't know why. But they're continuing to get easier and easier, but there's just still more there. So doing that phone call was really fucking scary. Then I immediately rewarded myself with that McDonald's, and that was great, and that was gonna happen regardless of if I got it or not. And then I had just big enough incentives to push me over the edge to do the phone call. And the other incentives, if I got it, were I'm gonna let myself get a table for my desk area right there, and I might end up getting a camera for the vlog instead of just using my iPhone X. We'll see. So that's exciting. As well, financially cleared on my credit card, so that was a huge thing as well. You have no idea how amped I am for this. It's been stressing me out for, I don't know, 3 years, something like that. Maybe more like 4. It's just, to have this cleared, man, it's just game changing. Just game changing. I'm shaking my head. I'm just like, I'm just at a loss for words for how amazing this is, man. And then I guess the third, if anything, for lessons, takeaways, is absolutely be grateful for what you have right now, because you're just going to show up the exact same way, no matter what you do, no matter what you accomplish. I wouldn't call this like an accomplishment, it's just like cool to have type of thing, but no matter what's going to happen in your life, you're going to still show up the exact same way. Wherever you go, there you are. No achievement, no money, no outcome, no nothing is going to give you what the fuck you're actually looking for. If you look externally, look within, focus on your evolution, your self-love, your emotional mental state, all this type of stuff. But like, I'm going off track now, but this is just fucking important, man. Like, wherever you go, there you are. Be happy with what you have right now. Appreciate what you have, and what you appreciate appreciates. honestly, I'm not very good at that. So I gotta get better at appreciation because I want more things to appreciate. Lastly, number 4, systems. If you don't have a system, you're gonna fuck things up. And I don't have money systems, and I need to work on that right now. So that's what I am going to do before I spend money that I have attracted here. I have to get an algorithm going, basically, of how I spend my money, how things are saved, how things are allocated, and just get more responsible. Because I know people that have CERB and I've just thrown it completely in the trash, and then they go back to the exact same person, exact same financial status, all that type of stuff. So I want to be different. I want to throw things back into myself for investments, as well as saving, as well as being smart with my money, paying off debts when I actually should. And yeah, living a greater quality of life because of this, making it useful, making it an investment, and showing my gratitude through my actions. What a day, man. What a day. It's an exciting day today. Let me give you the lowdown on why it is. As I mentioned in my past video when I talked about CERB and that exciting day when I actually applied, I was so focused on this idea of like paying off my credit cards, right? Well, the money came in and it's time to fucking pay them off. I'm fucking amped. This is amazing. Up until like today, I legit had like $15 left in my checking account. We've also got the crazy balances with the credit cards, and now let's fucking pay this off. Let's go. This is exciting as fuck because now, okay, so I can't see the 0 right now, but this will be a 0 balance soon. So actually, let me just code this real quick to just imagine it. Shout out inspect element. There, that's better. Oh god, that looks so fucking sick, bro. Oh man, you have no idea how long those credit cards have been racked up like that. It just feels like a constant pressure over the past like handful of years. That's amazing. Relief is the feeling that I'm feeling around all this right now. That's crazy. In addition to all this, what the fuck am I doing with your remaining funds? Well, I have to get very fucking disciplined. I have not been great with money in the past, so I am developing new systems, new habits, new strategies, new ways of processing money and thinking about money, because wherever you go, there you are. So if I just leave it up to chance, I'm going to default into my old shitty habits with money. So I'm trying to do things differently this time. So I'm gonna be budgeting. That'll be like first and foremost, and living beneath my means and not being a dumbass with things. But as of yesterday, I came up with something very intriguing. Hear me out. So as of current, what I use to record all these vlogs is a phone. I use the iPhone X for all my vlogs and all of my content. Looking good, bro. Now, I'm feeling fucking amped by the idea of finally investing in a camera, because I want this blurred background look. I want that classic look we see on very professional YouTube videos, and I want to level up my content, and I feel this is just the next step in that. I am so excited by the idea. I am so passionate about getting a camera right now. So instead of sitting there like, let's just buy myself a camera for getting CERB, I decided, let's play back into what we learned last week with incentives and find a way to reward myself for some sort of milestone by getting myself a camera. Then I will be way more fucking motivated to do said task and make XYZ progress, because I am so fucking amped by the idea of getting a camera right now. So here's what I'm after, Canon M50, and this will have like a flip screen and everything. In addition to the kit lens that it comes with, which is a 15mm to 45mm, I'm also gonna get the Sigma 16 1.4. And what's exciting about this is this fucking blurred background that's achieved right here. Like, I crave this. I don't have this right now, and I wish I did. And it's just so crisp. No pixels on the sides and stuff like that from the dark lights. Like, oh boy, that is crispy. That's, by the way, my biggest motivation right now is this fucking blurred background. Looks fucking sweet. And I'll also have to get the mic attached to the top and have like a tripod, and I'm just gonna be like an actual like vlogger instead of using my iPhone. But I think the equipment does not make the video. So it's, I think, coming at a time where my video structure and my video quality is just ramping up each time I produce and each time I document and make. So I'm fucking amped about this, man. I am fucking amped about this. It's just going to help level up things and improve my quality of output. So highly looking forward to it. But instead of just getting it, I was like, fuck it. Let's tie it to something that would force me to progress in some sort of area. So I have tied it towards catching up on the vlog, which means I'm basically recording nothing right now, which is a good thing because it's gonna allow me to catch up easier. And I am going to fucking town on video editing. I've never seen myself more motivated to edit video than I was yesterday after I set this goal for myself. Fuck, currently editing the Process 24. And I'm just, bro, I am ripping through footage right now and I am so much more effective and so much more fast. And it's just showing me that when the incentives and goals are all lined up and I'm lined up with those goals, you just go to town no matter what. You bypass obstacles, you keep fucking going, and you just do, because what is the other option? There is no option in my books right now. I'm not getting this camera. I am going to get this camera, and I am going to do whatever it fucking takes to do so, which includes absolutely editing like vlogs at top speed, getting like vlogs, hopefully a couple vlogs done a week. But if that's not the case, I'm willing to go at that slow pace as well. But however long it takes, I am down for. I'm also noticing that I'm not like motivated by, I don't know, say like get a car. Like that doesn't really motivate me. What motivates me is getting tools. I mean, a car could be a tool, but in general, I am motivated by tools that are going to upgrade my quality of life and make my progress easier. It's why I'm always motivated by Notion. And it's why back in the day I was motivated to buy all the books in this shelf right here, because all of those things are tools to make my mindset improve, to help me with certain specific skills and ways of thinking and stuff like that, which in turn upgrades my results. So I feel like that's all I really care about. And with this is definitely gonna help upgrade my results, and I'm fucking excited about what comes of this. If you're watching this video or listening to this podcast and you're like, yo, how can I use what he's saying in my own situation? Find out what you are most motivated by and use that to pair with a type of goal. And when you go through that type of thing, and if the incentive is strong enough, you are going to act. And I'm noticing this right now, and it's just incentives are rocking my world right now. Anyways, your boy has paid off his credit cards. He's gonna be smart, and I'm going to absolutely make this a W like I have with COVID, and like I will continue to do with every area of my life as time goes on. Everything's a fucking gift if you choose to make it so. In closing, I am going to treat this money as a blessing and treat it as such where I actually use it smartly, because I know too many people who just ripped through their CERB and did not use it effectively at all. So I'm not going to be one of those people. I'm going to make sure that I'm using this as a tool to invest back in myself, as well as be smart, like have a float room here where if I don't generate any money in the next set amount of months, I can still be fine. Like budgeting effectively and not just spending for the sake of spending just because I have the money. I'm going to be very fucking strategic. It really comes down to your systems and what you set up for your processes and stuff like that. But you need to fucking follow those processes regardless of how you feel or how you think. You just need to dial into the system. In many ways, I feel like your systems end up being your standards. And for me, I need to make sure this all goes according to plan and I use all this money strategically. So it is time to do that. I am going to continue editing, and let's fucking get this bread. So dramatic. For context, by the way, we're watching the 100 finale, and I have a coconut oil treatment going on in my head. That's why I look like this. You think it's funny, eh? Very funny. Greatest show I've ever watched. That was actually kind of a weird ending.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts, real quick?
That was great. I just didn't understand why Maddie wasn't there.
That was the weirdest part about that. Kind of strange, actually, just the way they just did that. The finish aside, because that was a weird fucking finish. Best show I've ever watched. By far. You?
I don't compare shows. No.
I do. So, some of the greatest storytelling I've ever seen in my life. Phenomenal. All right, well, weird ending. And kind of a weird last season, if I'm being honest as well. But, like, great.
At least it wasn't a Game of Thrones ending.
One show down.
Yeah, so
2 to go. I think I have 2 shows left until I'm just completely eliminated from TV. I can't fucking
Billions,
wait.
and then what's the other?
Billions and Walking Dead.
Walking Dead's finishing this year?
No, I mean, they're not done yet. So they keep going.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
And then after that, I'm done. Or maybe I'll pick up a show. I'll see. We'll see. How does the hair look? It feels like it's way fucking better on my end. I feel like it looks infinitely healthier. And I am a little bit scared about this, like, because I was recommended that I don't do this because there is some sort of buildup that occurs when I keep adding coconut oil to it. So I'm a little bit nervous about that, and that's why I haven't used coconut oil since, oh boy, maybe like February 18th or something like that. So aside from that, I like it. Looks, I think, a lot healthier in nature, less frizzy, less dry. It feels nice. There's just like just enough oil. I really drenched my hair yesterday, so, and I slept with it too. I kept it on for about, 18 hours, something like that. And then I just shampooed the roots, and then did a second shampoo to like bring out the shampoo on all of my, the ends, I guess you could call it, and just like hit every part of the hair because there was just so much fucking oil. But I'm pleased with how this went so far. As for other stuff right now, I just would like to quickly update you and tell you that, number one, I checked out the Canon M50, and I have realized that I think this is purely my opinion, speculation, but part of why it's sold out in so many places right now is that they're coming up with a Mark II, which is going to be released probably early 2021, maybe late 2020. In my perfect world, it would be like that. And I've decided I am going to wait. Like I said before, this is my reward for catching up on the vlogs and stuff like that, and including podcasts and the journal and interviews and stuff like that. I'm fucking amped to do this. I wish I could have it right as soon as I was done, but what I want more than that is I want a camera that ages with me and has the next level upgrades that this Mark II will have. I'm really glad I saw this rumor, man, because even though this isn't the case that I can't get, like it isn't the case that I can get the camera as soon as it's done, or as soon as my timeline's done now, and reward myself immediately, I still am fucking amped. I'm actually getting a shit ton done right now. It's fucking great. That hasn't been without its struggles though. I am just about to finish the process 24, and I'm at Thursday right now, so that's 4 days of doing that. I could have done it in less, but I was distracted on Monday and Tuesday, and even I was technically distracted a little bit yesterday as well, so just knowing in the future that it's going to be a lot fucking easier when I just like zero in, and I'm pretty much just gonna cancel all social things until I get this going, because this is all I care about right now, is just catching up. I also have a grace period right now where I'm not like working on really anything except for just video editing. It's interesting. Barely even focused on Notion right now. I don't even really care about Notion in this moment. I'm just a little bit overwhelmed with how much time I have spent in Notion on my systems. Like, they've come out phenomenal, and equally I'm just overwhelmed in certain systems because they're not simple right now. Going back to what I was saying though, with the process, man, I'm going through a lot of internal mental stuff where I'm like dealing with feeling like they're not good enough. I feel like I'm rambling too much. I feel like I'm talking too damn much on camera. I mean, this is pretty much what the process is at this point, because it's used to give life updates and allow me to just ramble on camera basically. And like I'll share the messages of what is relevant to me in that moment and sharing the experiences as I go through them. But I'm not vlogging in the same way that I normally do, where it's like, ooh, I'm drinking coffee now, and like, here's a meeting that I'm having. It's kind of just like, yo, here are the really significant moments. I mean, this isn't a significant moment, but I feel like it's a nice progress update to complement the stuff that we saw earlier this week. I also question at times if it's good enough. Like, is this bringing enough value, or is this self-serving in ways? I also struggle when I'm doing too much comedy and then I start to take up time that could be thoughtful type of content, and I'm just like, it just starts eating at me because I'm like, well, what do I include? I love the social interactions and stuff like that, but like, how much do I like it if it's cutting into other stuff? Yeah, it's kind of just like, is anyone gonna watch? Definitely ask myself that question at times. Also, I noticed that as soon as I cross like basically an hour, or I get close to an hour on both my recording and my video editing, I start to get fucking stressed out. So there's something to look at within that as well, because that's not necessarily a rational thing, because there's tons of people who are going over an hour and are creating phenomenal content. So I don't know what the limiting belief is exactly, but it feels like I can't do that. And as soon as I do, it's like the wrong thing or something like that. So with that being said, there's a lot of fucking cool moments I'm re-experiencing right now. I feel like I'm chopping things up really well and growing a lot of my editing style, and we'll see when I get to titling and stuff like that if I get better in that too. I will get better, because every time you are practicing a skill, it's going to improve to a degree if you're actively focusing on improving it, that is. So reps, baby, reps. So it's been challenging for that, but I also have noticed my editing style really increase. I've noticed that I don't really want to do the Emma Chamberlain like crazy zooms and stuff like that. I kind of want to just be funny through just being funny, and I want to just be educational and entertaining through education and entertainment, not my video editing style. It's very important to me right now. It's still like a fucking clean style, don't get me wrong, but I'm just noticing how easy it could be to just fall into that pattern. But what I want to do is get so good that I don't need editing. That's like one of my hacks with how I'm gonna get caught up on the journal and podcast right now, is barely any editing. Like the journal 005 and 006 might just be one cuts, because I just don't care. And they can work as one cuts. The interview with Usabi Flow didn't need my video accidentally because I fucked it up, but that ended up being a blessing in disguise because I didn't have to edit it. The Azel interview will have, and of course onwards as well, will have video, but these little hacks to get caught up, like the less editing you have to do, the closer you are, type of thing. Yeah, I have to practice delayed gratification here with this specific camera, because I want that next level specs. I don't want 4K that's cropped and like only 24 frames per second. I do want that in-body image stabilization. There's enough that I'm willing to wait, and yes, I would love this to be the case, but I can't be too fucking fancy. I'm okay with this camera for now, which is my iPhone X, and it's doing the job. It has done the job for years, and I'll just continue on with it and keep maximizing it, because what matters more than your camera is your storytelling and the value you're bringing the end watcher or listener. Period. End of fucking story. So motivation wise, this is still working fucking phenomenal, having these incentives, man. I'm playing to it in so many different ways right now. I'm actually gonna start setting up an incentive for my website and Moxey Energetics website to keep me amped to those as well, because it'll just make me do things. It's pretty fucking crazy, which ends up bringing in more money, which yields more incentives, and it's just like, it's a never ending thing, man, of just upgrading my quality of life and upgrading my situation, my lifestyle, I don't know, whatever the case may be. It's just fascinating to me right now. It's just fascinating. What's going on, guys? I hope you're enjoying this vlog so far. In today's footage, we're going to be covering the behind the scenes of Azel's interview. And this is the round one. There'll be multiple rounds down the road. But in this, we're going to be covering some behind the scenes. Specifically, the first part will be a moment that I had to cut, which just goes to show how technical this guy is. He does not talk about it too much. He keeps it pretty on the down low, but he's a complete nerd, and I love it so much, especially because I also have a background in coding and web development and stuff like that. But this guy is he blows me completely out of the water. He's a complete techie. It's great. The part two is the post game after the interview is done, and we're just jamming. We're having some laughs. We're having some wholesome moments as well, and I loved it. And I think it just goes to show how much of an incredible human he is, and I'm so grateful to call this guy one of my best friends. and more than that, he's literally like a brother to me. So much love, my friend, and I hope you guys enjoy these wholesome and funny moments.
Let's fucking do it. Like a pack of cigarettes.
Can you hear me? You're lagged on my end. One sec.
That
And
it sound like more.
yo, fuck, why is this F?
F chat, F in the chat, F in the chat.
Massive F in the chat. Let me just do a speed test real quick to see if it's on my end. Shout out speed test. Oh god,
Shout out to Oakland.
Yeah, fuck. Oh dude, only a technical person actually knows that. Oh god.
Yes.
Okay, I have
It's just on your side.
bro, I have 450 down, 400 up. Your reaction right there. Is it possible to reset your connection real quick and see if that helps?
Yeah, okay, one sec.
Are you using data right now?
No. I'm using Wi-Fi.
But like it looks so much better. What the fuck did you do, bro?
I made by my command prompt an epconfig/whole,
Yeah.
and then I just made a respring of my Wi-Fi, which was like disabling every service and re-enabling it.
Oh fuck. Okay. Well, that is
Yeah.
Let's just.
Is it
Do you want to just
working?
start there? It is working. But like,
Okay, perfect.
let's just start the interview right there, because like no one knows this about you, right? This like technical side.
Yeah, no, actually not. Yeah.
All right, so let's just jump into it, boys and girls.
Can I just
thank you.
introduce myself?
You can absolutely do that.
Okay. Love
All
you,
right.
bro.
Love you too.
Peace
Okay,
out.
we're good now.
Oh, bro, there was like a part where I just, like one of the latest parts where I was like, I just went like this and I talked like, I don't remember that part, but I felt that it was pretty good.
How you were just flowing completely.
Yeah.
Yes, I experienced it too. I was like barely saying anything. You were just flowing in like a perfect direction.
At the end of it, when I was like, what the fuck did I just say? I don't remember anything.
Yes, downloading.
Holy shit.
I love
That's
that.
weird.
It's so fucking cool. I'm sure you experienced this on stage as well, right?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Yeah, I experience it when I'm doing recordings as well. I kind of like start to lose a little bit of like the consciousness, and then I just other stuff flows through me, which is cool.
Yeah, I went full 100% me, you know?
Yeah, dude, thank you so much for taking the time to do this. I'm really pleased that we
did
this.
it, bro. Let's
I know.
go.
High five.
High five. The most laggy high five ever.
Oh, it's perfect on my end.
For now, we've got like this big piece of content. That's so sick.
Yes, we do. Your fucking audience is going to love this, because
Bro,
I don't think you've ever taken the time
to bring my
to.
audience to you, bro. Like so much. I want to, dude. There's Josh Moxey. Let's fucking.
I appreciate it, bro. Yeah, like if there's anyone that fucks with like positivity and like self-growth and stuff like that, I would love to have them.
I already kind of did this, just tagging you like pretty much in every thing that you helped me out with, which were like videos pretty much, if I don't remember. Yeah, videos and shit like this. But I just want to do something more, accurate. Like, this is fucking Josh Moxey, Like, I want to do this. So please edit this fucking shit like fast. Edit this. Please do it.
Expectation next week. Reality 3 months later due to vlog catch up. I'm sorry. But dude, thank you so much. That's fucking sweet of you.
No, of course, bro. Because you're like, we're close friends, bro. Like, fuck
Absolutely.
that.
Absolutely.
Fuck that.
I mean, dude, even if we're close friends, though, you don't still need to do that. So that's very sweet of you. Thank you.
Yeah, but like, we shared platforms. We are so much into social media, and even though you're not liking social media like lately, but I know that we knew each other because of it. So like, it's really meaningful to me to help you even more, because like, I recognize by myself that I got like a big audience, and if this helps you, it makes me feeling like happy as fuck. So like, fuck yes,
Thank you,
do
man.
this.
I really appreciate it.
Like,
That's super fucking
I
sweet.
do this for like, happiness. Like, let's do it.
Absolutely. Like you were saying, you once said something along the lines of like, we grow together.
Yeah.
I think that's not just like also in social media, but just like in our both of our evolutions, bro. This should fucking be in the podcast.
Yo, write that shit. Write it.
You're tired as well, eh?
Pretty much.
It's really tiring doing these.
It's cool. Like, I mean, it's so satisfying.
But like, it's definitely time for like to chill after.
Yeah, I'm gonna listen to some lo-fi. Yeah.
The funniest thing, by the way, from the interview, low key, was you like taking your AirPod case during like one of the deepest moments, and you're like talking about like life impact and stuff like that.
It is a thing that actually pushes me so much forward. Really, so much.
I don't know why you decided to pick it up. But you did, and you were just like, you were so into your point with like this specific AirPod case, and I'm like, what are you doing? It was so funny, dude. I'm so glad we finally got the chance to do this. Love you lots, bro. Thank you again for coming on. Thank you for having me. Love you, bro. Love you. This is my first time trying McDonald's coffee, I think. Oh boy, in a year, but at the time I think I had cream and sugar. I don't really remember. It was like roughly just in Montreal, but it was too hot and I could barely taste it. McCafe. I treat this like I didn't just drain one, but this is pretty solid, man. This is pretty fucking good. Just black coffee, small black coffee. I fuck with this. This is nice. When it was burning hot, not so nice. I needed to cool it down in the freezer a little bit, and then I can really appreciate the taste. It's a lot of caffeine though, Jesus Christ. I want a camera, my God. I also want a desk. I also want a chair. Have we talked about the chair yet? Because I'm also equally obsessed with it. I just want a great fucking productivity system, man. I love caffeine. Just hopped on a call real quick with Brian and Azel, and that was my first time doing a call with them two at the same time. That was beautiful. But there was one specific part where we were talking about the camera and stuff like that, and I was like, you know, I could spend my money on a car or a camera. I knew I was gonna spend my money on a camera, but I was kind of just like putting the to them as a potential like, yo, this is how I could spend my money. And both of them were like, yo, spend it on the camera, definitely. Like, this is going to be like such a better use of your money, because they fucking care about my goals more than they care about like my lifestyle and stuff like that. And they understand the sacrifice and they understand my priorities, and they also value the right things. Versus if you have basic ass friends, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, definitely buy the car, get that like thing that is going to slow your progress down, but it checks the box for society. And holy fuck, like these guys are the type of people who will sacrifice the short term to have a greater long term. And I'm just like, it was just during that moment, I'm like, wow, I don't know, it kind of just like really is hitting right now that I just have some awesome friends. I have some really fucking awesome friends, man. You've got to be very cautious of who you surround yourself with, because if they're going to be you're inherently influenced by your social surroundings. Even if you don't think you are, you are. Even the most like firm person is still going to have influence on the people around you, and you need those people to be like backing up, not like yes manning you, but encouraging your goals, encouraging you to strive for greater things, to go for your dreams, to sacrifice, to do what's actually right, and push you to that higher degree. And boy, I have some friends that do that, and I've had some phenomenal conversations the past hour or so, and I'm grateful for that. So yeah, I'm also really high on caffeine right now, so there's that. It also felt really good to have a secondary post game with Azel and talk more about the podcast and stuff like that, and what we're gonna do for our second podcast. And yeah, when I shared with him, I'm like, bro, we just talked about music too fucking much in the first one, and we need to focus more on the processes and the systematic nature of you in the second, and talk more about mindset and all this thing. And he completely understood, and he completely got it, and he started reiterating exactly what I wanted to hear from him around what he thinks we should cover if that's the focus. He understood that like it's about bringing the most value to the end watcher and end listener, and my target audience is going to be that of a self-growth mindset. They're going to be actively focusing on growing themselves. So That was fucking great. And I also had a great conversation with Bri, and man, I just love conversations right now, even though I'm fucking not, I'm not really down to have conversations because I'm just actively fucking focused right now on work and stuff like that. But fuck, man, I'm grateful for the relationships in my life. And like the past week, I've just had some phenomenal conversations. Other ones being Zach on Monday and then Dad on Tuesday. And it's just like all of the conversations were incredibly, incredibly awesome. I'm very grateful, man.